Welcome to Hampstead Heath, one of the richest areas in London. Today we're going to see how the other half really live. This does not even feel like London. Wow, this is one of the nicest areas in the whole city. Average house price in Hampstead Heath, £2 million. I've been here for 1 minute and I'm already blown away by the houses. Wow. So if you've been keeping up with the London videos, yesterday we were in Whitechapel, one of the poorest areas of London, and it doesn't even feel like we're in the same city. It really doesn't. Of course, so many rich and famous people live here. For example, Liam Gallagher from Oasis. We have Harry Styles, One Direction, and Ricky Gervais. I'm hoping to bump into Ricky today. If you ever visit the UK, and of course London, you're going to see these blue plaques on some buildings. It means that someone historic lived there or something happened there. So there's going to be a lot in this area. It is actually unbelievable how different this area of London is compared to the rest of it. You know, like some areas usually have like a rich area and then like a cheaper area. There's no cheap area of Hampstead. Like a one-bedroom flat is still like £600,000 for one bedroom. It's unbelievable. Just passing by Hampstead Station. Welcome to Hampstead High Street. Very, very nice down here. Everything is so expensive. There's Paul. He doesn't live here though. I can show you the street signs over here. So NW, this is the postal code. It means northwest. We're in the northwest part of London. And this is I guess a typical street here in Hampstead Heath. Is very, very, very nice. It's so peaceful, it's so quiet. And the houses are very expensive. They're not even that big, but probably £1 million. I've seen so many of those blue plaques and they're like writers, composers, like, but I don't know like what normal people, I'm saying normal like unfamous people, like live in Hampstead Heath. I don't know, because it's so expensive to live here. Like I just want to knock on doors and say, what do you do for a living? How do you have money to live here? Because this would be top of the list. If people could live in London, like money was no object, like a lot of people would choose Hampstead Heath. Which I would much rather live here than like Westminster. Like Westminster's always so busy, so crowded, but here, complete opposite. I spotted another blue plaque. Sir Arthur Bliss, composer, lived here. So officially this is Hampstead Heath. So Heath means like an open green area, and the area is called Hampstead, so Hampstead Heath. And of course it is now autumn. So is this the best time to visit? Yeah, looks really cool. I don't know whose great idea it was, but over there that is number 4 pond. And this is number 2 pond. That's literally the official names. But something interesting happens in the next pond. So let's go take a look. This pond is called Hampstead Mixed Bathing Pond. And yeah, people come and swim here. I think they only do it on Christmas Day. I'm not sure if there's like days throughout the year or the summer or weekends. I don't know. But definitely Christmas Day people will come here and they will swim. We are going to walk about a mile through Hampstead Heath because there's a huge house that we can see in the northern part of the Heath. So I was just thinking, what makes an area a rich area and a poor area? Because like I said, yesterday I was in Whitechapel and it's horrible. Like the streets are dirty, there's a lot of crime there, and I don't feel safe there. But here it's completely different. Like it's so quiet, it's so peaceful, there's huge houses, of course rich and famous people. But like, how does it start? Is it literally people's behavior, you know? Like someone just decided, right, I like this area, let me build a big house here, and then people just follow. And then you can go the other way. In Whitechapel, someone just decides, I'm a bad person, I'm gonna start committing crimes, I'm gonna start doing bad stuff, and then more and more people do it. I don't know. Why couldn't Hampstead, years and years and years ago, turn into a bad area? Is it just luck that the people here turned out to be good people? I don't know. I really don't know, but there's got to be people behavior. Let's say this happened. It's really nice here, by the way. So peaceful. So let's say this happened. They took away all the people and they decided to drop people in random places. There was nothing there. Like a new area would be the good area, a new area would be the bad area, just because of people's behavior, you know. I think it all comes down to the people. I honestly don't remember ever coming to Hampstead Heath ever in my life. I didn't realize it was so big. Wow, got lost a few times, but it's so nice. It kind of reminds me of Sherwood Forest, like where Robin Hood would be, but we're gonna go see Kenwood House. Like, look at all this open space. It's crazy to think that this is London. Wow. There's Kenwood House. As we make our way to Kenwood House, let me tell you a little bit of history. In the 1600s, it was a modest brick house, but an architect, Robert Adam, he rebuilt it to what it is today, a huge, elegant 17th century stately home. It is known as a neoclassical mansion built between 1764 and 1779. Absolutely beautiful. It's been visited by some poets and politicians, and now me. Let's go check it out. It always makes me laugh that poets were so famous back in the day. Like, I couldn't even name one poet today, but they're definitely not as famous as they were years and years ago. I wonder why. This place is massive. Oh my gosh, imagine owning that and then looking out there. Unbelievable. Like, look at that view. Imagine waking up knowing that's yours. Wow. Let's go through here. I think we go in this side, but imagine this was your driveway. Unbelievable. Wow. Crazy, crazy. So I did make a reservation. It's completely free to go inside, but you make a reservation online. And hopefully I can film inside. I don't really know, but let's check it out. I'm already blown away. People here are so nice. Wow. Let's take a look. I'm gonna say that that was probably one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. That was unbelievable. I didn't even see everything because the upstairs is currently closed because they're having an exhibition or they're changing the stuff around. I'm not sure, but wow, that absolutely blew me away. That was unbelievable. So the guy that's responsible for all of this, his name was Lord Ivor, but his real name was Guinness. Yeah, Guinness, that Guinness guy. So he made all his money from the beer. He sold his shares in the Guinness company, and then he made all this. And he made it for the people. This is free. It's unbelievable that you can visit this place for free. It's crazy. So just a little bit of history. So it was built before the First World War, and then they needed someone to buy it, and then a rich developer wanted to turn it into flats, or they wanted to put something here, but the local people did not like this. They became really mad. So they asked Lord Ivar, who was a local billionaire. How convenient is that, a billionaire just living locally? So he decided to buy it, and then he put all his art collection in there, and he made it for the nation. He made it for the people, and it's thanks to Guinness that this place exists today. You have to do this. If you visit London, you have to do this. This is nowhere near like Westminster, like Big Ben, like this is nowhere near, but you have to make the trip out to Hampstead to see this. This is unbelievable. Like, I can't even describe how amazing this is. There's like nobody in there. There's like me and like 5 other people walking around. I'm like, they have like a worker in every room, and they're so passionate about like everything in there. Like, you ask them one question. I asked one guy one question, and like he ended up telling me like a 10-minute story about this and this, and it's like they're so passionate about it. But this is amazing. Like, I can't even say it enough times. You have to visit Kenwood House in Hampstead. So the sad thing is that he bought it in 1925 for £107,000, but he died in 1928 before it opened to the public, so he never got to see people appreciate what he did. Unbelievable. Like, I can't even describe how good that was. Like, it was amazing. And like, one of the workers in there, I was like, oh, so what kind of art do you like? I was like, none. Like, I just come to see the house, and like I don't know anything about art, but like I can appreciate it. And he was like, yeah, definitely. Like, but it was unbelievable. Like, some of those pieces in there are worth like 10 million pounds, like 15 million. It was, you have to visit here, like Kenwood House. You have to do this. I can't believe this is the first time I've ever done this before. Amazing, like unbelievable. Anyway, I think we can walk around the grounds a little bit. Let's see what we can find. So the house was never lived in. It was bought for like a holiday home or like weekends and stuff, but I can't even imagine walking around there. Like, they had like the library was unbelievable. Then they had like a dressing room, a drawing room, the dining room. Like I said, I've only seen half of it. I didn't even see the upstairs because it's closed for a few weeks while they changed the exhibition, but I have to come back here. When that reopens, that was, wow. Can't even imagine owning that and like looking out to the view knowing that's yours, like servants and impossible to imagine. British, it makes me proud to be British. I'm pretty sure you can walk all the way around the house, so let's see if we can. But the grounds are just amazing. Like, this place is so peaceful. And right now, if you go to Buckingham Palace, if you go to Big Ben, there are thousands of people. They should be here. Like, this is 100% a hidden gem here in London. Like I said, it's a little bit far away from the main stuff, but it's unbelievable people don't come and visit here. Like, I spoke to them and they said like in the summertime it gets a little bit busy, but nothing too crazy. And I was like, wow. Like, the fact that it's free, unbelievable. Bookstore. Still absolutely blown away by this place. I don't know how much of that view you can see on the camera, but wow, amazing. So like I said, I did make a reservation, but I didn't need it today. But they said on a busy day you will need a reservation, so just make one anyway. It's completely free, and if you don't need it, then you don't need it. But definitely 100% you have to visit here. Like, you have to. Like, it's not that far away on the London Underground to get to Hampstead. Like, definitely come here. I'm gonna walk back towards Hampstead Main Street because we have more to see in this beautiful area of London. So if you've been watching the London videos, we've been doing hotel stays. I'm going to be staying in a hotel tonight in Hampstead. Definitely nothing like that house over there, but yeah, I'm excited to explore this area today, and then we'll be staying the night. And it makes it even more funny that if it was not for Guinness beer, this place would not even exist. Cheers, Guinness. All right, we made it out of the Heath. Let's go and mingle with the millionaires. I love looking at big houses. You can always tell when a house is fancy if it has a name, like something something house. And I bet that you can look back at the history and you can see every single person that's ever lived in that house. I don't know who lived in my house before me. Do you know? But all of these houses have so much history. Like what? Huge. I can see another blue plaque over there. It says John Constable Painter. The Wells Tavern, nice Ferrari parked outside. I am still on the lookout for Ricky Gervais. Maybe we'll be lucky and see him today, but we're just going to walk around, see what we can find. I'm sure there's some very interesting streets in Hampstead. Look at this nice house. Wow, very nice, very nice. See, even these apartments here, they're obviously big buildings separated into small apartments, but they're still going to be like 500, 600,000 pounds for like a one bedroom. It's unbelievable. I bet they're tiny inside, but the location is what you're paying for. The problem I have with these houses is if there was a fire down here, what would the fire truck do? Because it's nowhere near the street, so they'd have to park on the street and then somehow get all the way down here. Take a look at some of these houses. 6.2 million. This one's 1.2 million. Unreal. 1.3 million. 2.5 million. This is just crazy. 3.25 million. It's this white one. It's absolutely tiny. You have no front garden. It's so small. And then you have something like this. 9.95 million. 10 million pounds. Swimming pool. Absolutely huge. But I bet this is a main road as well. Like, who wants to live on a main road? If you spend 10 million pounds to live on a main road, it's crazy. Like this one, 3.75 million. Look how inconvenient that is, like right on the corner. This one costs 20 million pounds. No thanks, let's go. Love these peaceful streets. So nice. These houses are really, really small, but a few million. How did he get that car in there? This is Holly Walk. Yeah, Holly Walk. This was one of the places online that it looked really, really cool. Like I said, how would you get a fire truck down here if there was a problem? I don't know, but some tiny houses. Looks like a church over here, and the door is open. Let's check it out. This is St. Mary's Catholic Church. Looks like there's some new builds over here. See, look at that. So original, very, very old house. Then you have something modern. This one looks so much cooler than that one. So it looks like the foyer is open, but the church is closed. Gates locked. Of course, people do whatever they want with their money, but if I'm spending 10 million pounds on my house for the rest of my life, I want land, I want space. Like, I don't want to be so close to other people, and I definitely don't want to live on a main road. I would love to see inside one of these older houses, like the apartments in like Westminster. I don't think they're anything special. Like, of course the location is amazing, but inside just an apartment. But like these older houses, I'd love to see inside. I bet they're so cool. Hopefully they're still original, because of course people rebuild everything, so hopefully they've kept it authentic inside. So this is the oldest house in Hampstead, Fenton House. So the guy in Burke House said that you can go inside there, but it looks like this side is locked. So let's see if we can go down the street here. Every single time I see someone leave a house, I want to be like, is this your house? Do you live here? What do you do for a living? Like, how are you so rich? Of course I won't, but this has got to be like generational wealth, because I don't know how people 2024 like make as much money to spend 5 million, 10 million, 20 million on a house. I don't know what they do, but it's got to be generational. Maybe we cannot go inside because there's Fenton House. Maybe I'm too late. No, it's 3 o'clock, but right there it says closes at 4 o'clock. Can't get inside. Anyway, I was here. Fenton House, oldest house in Hampstead Heath. Anyway, let's keep walking, see what we can find. I love this stuff so much. Like, I love just walking around, just discovering stuff. But the thing is, like, it's just a house, but I'm sure it has like hundreds and hundreds of years of history. Like, someone lives in it right now, but you know, all of this stuff has history. And like I said, like my house where I live, like I don't know who lived there before. I don't know how many people have lived in my house, but these ones you can literally like go way back in history and see like people have lived here in like 1800s, 1700s. It's amazing. And I love the fact that they're so taken care of. But the biggest difference is they were built to last. Like today, we don't build anything to last. Like everything built today is built the quickest way possible, the cheapest way possible, and they're not going to be around in 200 years time. But these houses, they were built to last. I'll give you the perfect example of development. So this one over here looks brand new, right? And then literally just across the street, these ones look original. Probably these ones definitely probably a few hundred years old. Look how boring we build stuff today. And look what we used to do. It's pretty sad. Another thing that makes me sad is when like a huge building is now separated into flats. So there's one over there and it has like a buzzer outside. It's like apartment 1, apartment. I had like 12 apartments inside, but originally it was probably one big house. It's kind of sad. Just walking through the Heath one more time. We have a few more things to see. I can't believe it's like starting to get dark already. 3:30 in an hour. It's probably going to be dark, but in the summertime in the UK, it might be light until like 8:30, 9 p.m. It's crazy how fast it changes. I wonder what comes first, nice car or a nice house? This is a perfect example of London is not just London. And it sounds crazy because this area is nothing like Westminster. It's nothing like Whitechapel where I was yesterday. It's all London, you know. So if someone says, yeah, I visited London and they went to Whitechapel, and another person says, I visited London and they came to Hampstead, they had completely different experiences. Like zero homeless people here. You will not see homeless people here. It's so much more quieter here than it is downtown. I mean, Westminster is not even downtown, but still, it's crazy how different it is from the rest of London. And if there's anyone out there a fan of George Orwell, he lived here. There you go. Welcome to Parliament Hill. This is one of the best places in London to see the sunset, but of course we can see nothing today. And on a very clear day, you can see the London Eye, St. Paul's Cathedral, but very misty today. So that is how the other half live. Let's go and find our hotel for the night. So these houses, they're called terrace houses. So they're all attached. So every single house will have a house to the left and the right, and they all look exactly the same. So technically our hotel is not in Hampstead, it's in Camden. There's an instant switch. As soon as you leave Hampstead and you enter Camden, you can feel it. It feels completely different. It looks completely different. There's graffiti everywhere. It's literally like there's a bubble around Hampstead. That is a naked tree. We have arrived at our hotel tonight. We're staying at the NOX Hotels. Let's go and check in. We are on the 3rd floor, 302. There we go. This room is so great, I can't wait to show you, but first I want to tell you about Room Cougar. Room Cougar is a great resource to show you exactly what the hotel room looks like before you arrive. All you need to do is select the city you're traveling to, and then there are so many options to show you a personal tour of the hotel room. So there are no surprises when you arrive. Click the link in the description to see my tour of this hotel room and so many others. It's completely free to make an account, so make an account on Room Cougar and then follow me. Alright, let me show you this room. It has a hidden secret as well. So when you enter, there's a full-length mirror here, and this is a very, very good size room. You have a huge TV, with a desk, and inside here is your hangers. You have an ironing board, hairdryer, and a safe. We have a very, very nice view of London. Sun's just going down. Huge bed, and both sides of the bed have a personal light. They have outlets with USBs, and then storage down here. Can't wait to sleep in this bed. It's going to be so comfortable. And then over here is how you can control the temperature. And then the bathroom, a very good size bathroom. Of course, you have your soap products inside. We have the waterfall shower, which is going to be amazing. More soap, a lot of towels, plenty of towels, no worries there. Very, very nice room. But there is a secret hidden inside here. We have a full kitchen. What? There is literally a full kitchen here. Amazing. So microwave, cups, you can cook here. There's a sink. Down here is a kettle, a toaster, coffee machine, coffee maker, and a fridge. Literally a whole kitchen, everything that you need. And there you go. Thank you so much, Room Cougar, for helping me stay in places like this so I can show you so many options around London. Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it so much because it's the only reason why I can work with people like Room Cougar, so I can show you great hotel rooms. So thank you. So this hotel is in a good location for a few different things. So the closest London Underground station is Belsize Park. It's a 4-minute walk away. We have Camden Market, which is less than 20-minute walk away. We have London Zoo, which is about a 25-minute walk away. Of course, Hampstead Heath, where we were today, it's about a 20-minute walk away. And then if you want to get over to Westminster, which of course, Big Ben, Houses of Parliament, London Eye, Westminster Abbey, then it's about 20 minutes on the London Underground. The time is currently 5:13 and it's dinner time. I'm so hungry. I was looking on the map at things that are close to here. I was going to get fish and chips, but it seems pretty stereotypical for me to get fish and chips. So we're going to do something I haven't done for a long time and I'm not going to regret it. Let's go. Let's go to Camden. It definitely feels like a winter's night. We have about a 10-minute walk. Just passing by Belsize Park Station. Let's go. Don't even care. Don't even know the last time I had KFC, but I don't even care. I walked a lot today. I deserve it. By the way, look how small this KFC is. Like, that's literally it. It's tiny. If you want to see prices, there you go. I have got the goods. Let's go back to the hotel. Let's see what I got in my box meal. Ooh, yeah. There you go. So this is a fillet tower box meal with 1 piece of chicken. Look at that. Chicken sandwich with a hash brown. Oh yeah. Pepsi Max. Look at that. Chicken, hash browns, lettuce, mayo, cheese. Whoa. Ah, okay, I lied. Big regrets. Every single time I have fast food, which is hardly ever, I always regret it after. But I remember there was one time me and my friend Luke, we hadn't had KFC in ages. Well, let's get KFC, like it sounds really good. And I don't know what happened to me. Like after we had that KFC one time, the next probably month, I had it like 10 more times. I just become addicted to the chicken. But now I don't like fast food. I don't want it. But time to relax. I walked so much today. Gonna have a nice hot shower. Ah, rainfall shower is so superior. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, gonna relax, watch some football, get some amazing sleep, and then in the morning I'll tell you how much this room costs and then my review. Good night. Good morning, London. Ah, that rainfall shower. Good morning. That was my one night at the NOX Hotel Belsize Park. So for one night, I paid £65, which is $85 US, which is an absolute bargain for London prices. Very comfortable, good location next to Hampstead Heath. I hope that you enjoyed seeing how the other half live. love Hampstead Heath. It's one of the best parts of London. It's extremely different to Westminster and those areas over there. So if you want a more peaceful day in London, then definitely check out Hampstead. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna immediately start filming the next video. So if you wanna see more of London, then hit the subscribe, hit the like just to tell me that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, channel members, for supporting me. Click the join button below this video to become a channel member. And by the time you watch this video, I'm gonna be on the other side of the world. So follow me on Instagram to keep up with me in real time, because I'm so excited for the next adventure. But I have one more video to film in London, so I'll see you next time. Goodbye.